Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. So in today's video I'll be doing a quick unboxing and a review as well as a test ride for the new Jetson Atlas Pro electric e-bike. This bike just came out recently from Jetson, so I'm very excited to pick this up. This bike has a twist throttle, it's got pedal assist, it's got 14-inch fat tires just like the previous version of it, but this is the Pro version, and also has the LED headlight and an LED taillight as well, and also has a rear cargo system, which I'll show you here once I get this out of the box. I'm just going to go ahead and unbox it, and then we'll go ahead and do the test ride, and we'll talk about some more specific features in this video as I go along. If you are new to my channel and would like to stay up to date with the latest tips and tricks for Amazon Fire devices and product reviews, then go ahead and hit that subscribe button and click on the bell icon for future notifications. Right, so I went ahead and removed all the straps right around the box, and as you can see here, ladies and gentlemen, this electric bike is packed very well. I mean, this thing is not going anywhere, even if FedEx or UPS was to drop the box or such a thing, you know, by accident, of course. This thing is packed very well. I'm already liking what I see. Oh, this is very nice. It seems like it has a very nice sturdy frame, packed very well. As you can see, here's all the goodies. I'm sure in this box is going to be like the pedals and the e-bike charger and probably some tools and whatnot. So let me go ahead and remove everything and take the e-bike out of the box, and we'll see what we have there. All right, guys, so I went ahead and opened up the tools box, or the accessories box, if you want to call it that. Here we see, looks like we have a user manual and probably like a product warranty guide and whatnot. And I see it like a wrench right here. And then we have, oh, very nice. I like these heavy duty, it looks like partially metal folding pedals. There's a set of two, right and left. There goes that. And then I do like this multi-tool set. You have about 5 for different 10 sizes of tools, and some probably small sockets and whatnot to get you going with the installation. This should be everything that we need if you don't have any tools around you. So it's nice that they include that inside the box. And then we have, I'm not sure what these straps are probably for like the cargo system that's in the back, I'm gonna assume. I'm not 100% to be honest, but that's what it looks like. It looks like a hook, like a bungee cord, some sort of. We'll put that aside. And then we have the e-bike charger, and to be honest, I'm just opening this right now for the very first time. And we have the, let's see, the cable, charging cable, and then we have a charger, and this is let's see, it's Jetson branded. I do like that. It looks like it's gonna have a nice bright light. The input is, as stated right there, is it's at 1.8 amps. And the output is at 1.5 amps, if I can see that correctly. Yeah, but there it is. There's the specs of the charger for you. I mean, I expected it because this e-bike is about maybe 7 or 8 amp hours battery capacity. It's most likely under a 10 amp hour battery. So the charger is not going to be very fast, which is not a big deal. You know, I mean, this is like an everyday bike that you can take to the park and to the beach and whatnot. So then we have the seat, and as you can see, the seat is packed very well. It's a little damaged on the side. Not a big deal. I mean, the packaging is damaged, but I don't think the seat is. And then here's what the bike looks like, guys. It's packed very well. I still have to remove all the zip ties and all the foam around it. So let me go ahead and do that. I'm really liking what I see, guys. Check out these tires. 14-inch fat tires. It looks like they are 3 inches wide. So anyways, let me go ahead and do that and then see what this bike looks like. Because this bike is pretty much, it's like 98% pre-assembled, you know. All I have to do is mount the seat and probably just mount the front cockpit. I mean, excuse me, yeah. So basically the handlebar. So let's go ahead and do that. All right, so now that I have removed pretty much all the zip ties and all the foam as well around the bike, I do want to show you the bike is pretty much almost all set, ready to go, ready to ride, other than making sure that your PSI is at where it's supposed to be at. I haven't seen the red sticker yet on the handlebar, but I do want to show you guys that the handlebar is very easy to install. It's already installed for you. All you have to do is bring up the handlebar And then you see this locking mechanism. Oops, you see this locking mechanism right here. All you have to do is just bring this up. You just slide it, and this is, you know, you bring it into the unfolding position, I should say. And then once you're ready there, you can lock this, push this lever in, and you will hear that locking clip right there. And now your handlebar is not going anywhere. Make sure you hear that click to make sure that the handlebar is locked in place. Other than that, if you're going at, you know, 10-15 miles an hour, or if you hit like a big pothole or whatnot, you might be able to lose control and this thing might come loose. But now I am very confident that it's locked in place and it's not going to go anywhere. And now I'm going to go ahead and install the seat. So let's go ahead and do that. So I went ahead and mounted the seat. It was very easy. You can actually loosen up this lever right over here with your hand. You don't need any tool or anything like that. You just loosen this up. It's easier to do with two hands. And of course I'm holding my camera, but you can loosen this up, and then you just basically insert the seat post inside the frame and then lock it. And then you just loosen it up as you need to, and then lock it to make sure it's tight, that it's not going anywhere. And then you're all set as long as the seat goes. And I do want to mention something here in regards to the cockpit. I do appreciate that they have like an extra piece covering the power button, so the bike does not turn itself on by accident during transit or for whatever reason. So you just need to remove this piece of tape. That's actually like a plastic cap, as you can see. And there is your power button right here. And this is an adjustable handlebar. It doesn't look like it's high adjustable, to be honest, but you can adjust it where you can, you know, that way the handlebar you can just adjust it where, where you will be able to see what your battery capacity is. So that way these buttons are easier to reach and whatnot. Okay, depending on your preference, of course, and your height. So let's go ahead and install the. Let's go ahead and screw on the pedals, the right and left pedals, and then I'm gonna go ahead and put some air inside the tires. They seem a little bit low, at least the front for sure. And then I'll go ahead and talk about the features, okay? All right, so now that I pretty much put the entire bike together, it was very easy. I barely even read the instructions, to be honest. It's kind of like if you have put any e-bike, electric bike in the past together, this will be a breeze. But of course, you can always read the user manual if that can help you out. Now, I do want to start with, you always want to make sure to check your tires for the proper PSI. And this was wrapped around the front wheel. Yes, yeah, that's where it was. So it's recommending that your PSI should be between 35 to 45 PSI. 45 more on the firm side, of course. So I might pump these tires up to like 40, 41, maybe 42, because I don't like it to be very firm. That's just me, but then it's up to you. But of course, you do not want to surpass 45 PSI. Neither do you want to go under 35, okay? Because you want it to be a comfortable ride. So let's go ahead and get that out the way. So then, yeah, so I went ahead and installed the seat, of course, and it is height adjustable. I went ahead and screwed on the right and the left pedals. And I'm just really liking what I see here, guys. Check out this bike. Very cool. Let me go ahead and get that box out the way so you can see what I'm talking about. So I want to go ahead and start talking about the basic features. So on this bike, we have, let's go ahead and start with the cockpit, to be honest. We have a nice handlebar. We have the power button right here. We have your analog everyday bell. Not too shabby. You know, it's just an analog bell. It's not an electronic bell. We have a front reflector, and here is your battery status. As you can see, 3 out of 4 bars. So if you had 4 bars lit, that means your battery is completely fully charged. So 3 out of 4 bars would of course mean 75%. And then we have a twist throttle. Of course, now the bike, let me go ahead and turn off the bike by holding down the power button for about 4 or 5 seconds. There you go. As you can see, the lights went off. And this bike does have a twist throttle. Of course, you don't want to twist the throttle when the power is on unless you're sitting on the bike, obviously. So yeah, so and then here's where you press. This is the toggle button for on and off toggle button for the front LED light, which I'll show you here in a moment, and the tail light as well. So to turn the bike on, press and hold down power, and as you can see, this is lighting up. And also to turn on the lights, you press and hold that for about 4 or 5 seconds. And as you can see now, the headlight is on, and it's actually halfway decent light. Let me go ahead and turn off the light in here, and I'll show you. Let me show you the rear tail light. The That's pretty bright, guys, for a small 14-inch fat tire e-bike. And when you press the brake lever, it does blink, letting the riders or cars or whoever's behind you that you are slowing down. So let me go ahead and turn off the lights, and we'll see how bright this is. Okay, guys, so here we are. Wow, that's pretty bright at night. Imagine in the evening, as you can see, the light is hitting the wall as a reflection. That's a good size LED light. It looks like it's got multiple LEDs in the back, multiple LEDs, excuse me. And then there's the front headlight. Let's look at it from the front. Yeah, that's a halfway decent light, guys. It goes about, I'm not too sure, about 20, 30 feet, maybe 40 feet, something like that. So yeah, this is the bike at night. Looks very cool. So let me turn the lights back on. Yeah, so far, guys, I'm really liking what I see here. So the battery is going to be right in here, and I'm going to assume that it's maybe 7 or 8 amp hour battery. I doubt if this is bigger than a 10 amp hour battery, but I will double check in the user manual, and I will leave it right underneath the video for you. So moving on, I do love the frame and the size of this bike. Honestly, I was able to pick up this bike with one hand right from the frame, and this seems like a very sturdy frame that can handle a person. I think the maximum weight is either 300 pounds or 350. I'll have to double check that, and I'll leave it in the video for you. But this bike does, and the cable management is very nice, as you can see here. From the stem, it starts from here, and then it goes into the rest of on the inner part of the frame, and then you can see some more cable management right down here. But there is nothing underneath, which is very nice. And I do love that rear rack, but I don't want to get ahead of myself. So yeah, so this is the motor, and this e-bike has a 350 watt rear hub motor, which is pretty cool. And the top speed of it is 15.5 miles per hour. That's the top speed, and it does have pedal assist. Of course, if you want to burn some calories, you can use the pedal assist mode to get going instead of using that twist throttle that I just showed you a moment ago. And then this bike does come with 14-inch fat tires in the front and the back. And as you can see, this bike also has reflectors in the front and the rear on the tire itself on both sides, and also comes with dual disc brakes on the front and the rear. Okay, and then there's the brake caliper, and I haven't tested the brakes, but they seem to be working pretty good. I just unboxed this electric bike, guys, from Jetson. Honestly, I'm pretty excited. I'm really liking what I see. This is like a much better step up than the old Jetson Atlas, and this is the Pro version, of course. And I'm definitely digging this rear rack. This is the new addition, and as you can see, there's the tail light right there, and here it seems like you have a big bright reflector in the back. And by the way, this bike does come with seems like rubber pre-installed fenders. Here's the one in the rear, and then there's the one in the front. I do like that. It does make the bike look pretty nice. And then we have, let's see, and then, oh, by the way, this cargo system, it says, I guess it's called a Racket Companion Cargo Accessories. It clicks right in. So now apparently Jetson is selling accessories for their electric bikes. So you can get like a zipper tote bag, as you can see here, or you can buy an insulated cooler, which is very nice, or you can get a shopping basket. So very nice here. So this is what they look like. I hope you guys can see this clear. I do like that option, just in case maybe you want to run to the store or go shopping and whatnot. So at least I think, in my opinion, honestly, every electric bike or every e-bike out there should have some type of rear rack. This comes very, very handy. Maybe you want to add your own DIY milk crate or storage box or whatever you want to, whatever you want to add back there. I would rather much have a rear cargo system, like a rear rack, rather than not having one, because if a bike is not made to have one, it's sort of a hassle to add one, unless you're a good DIYer, but we do our best. And then, speaking of recharging this bike, here is the charging port right here. It looks like it's waterproof. It's kind of like hidden here. I don't have any nails, but I just opened it a moment ago. So you just open this here from the front, and of course it's easier to do with two hands. And then you just plug in your charger, your 1.5 amp charger in here, and I'm gonna assume it takes about 5 to 7 hours to charge this electric bike. I'll leave that in the video for you when I verify in the user manual. But yeah, I'm really digging these tires, guys. I know they are low on air, but they are 14-inch fat tire fat tires, the front and the back. I like that a lot. And this is what the bike looks like on the front. These are your front levers. Looks like I'm gonna have to adjust this a little bit more. And the way to adjust this handlebar is you just loosen up this piece right here. You don't need any tools. You just do it by hand. And now, yeah, so now that you loosen up that piece right there, you want to make sure you are right in the center. You can see like rivets right here. I'm not sure what they call these, but you can, if you're able to see those, you want it to be right in the center. And then you want to go ahead and say adjust this. You want to make sure the bike is turned off, so the bike is not jumping at you if you're grabbing the twist throttle. That's one mistake I've seen people do in the past. Of course, you don't want to hurt yourself or hurt others, you know, so you want to make sure the bike is turned off before you do this. Then once you adjust this, and once you're happy where the handlebar is at, you just go ahead and lock it in place. And voila, now it's nice and firm. Now, I just need to tighten this reflector here. And now it's nice and tidy. So there you go. So you can adjust this depending on your personal preference, excuse me. So yeah, this is a very cool e-bike, guys. So right now it's kind of late in the evening, to be honest. It's too late to go outside and do a ride test. I'll be doing a speed test. I'll tell you exactly what this bike feels like, if it's comfortable or not. I'm really liking what I see here. So we'll do a top speed test, and maybe I'll try to do a range test. I'm not sure in this video, or maybe I'll do it in a separate video. I don't want to make the video too long. But yeah, I'm really liking what Jetson has built here. I believe this is one of their most recent e-bikes that has been redesigned, if you would, or I mean, this is a new model is what I'm trying to say from Jetson, and this is the Jetson Atlas Pro. So let's go ahead and move on to do a top speed test outside, and let's see how this bike handles on road, off road. I'll try to find a dirt road and whatnot with some potholes to really see if this bike holds up. And as you guys can also see here, the Jetson Atlas Pro fits perfectly into my trunk. All I have to do is really fold down the stem, which folds on the right hand side, and fold in the pedals, and that's it. I don't even have to loosen up or remove the seat, to be honest. So it fits perfectly in my 2018 Camry. I would say the 2018 Toyota Camry is maybe the body is a little bit wide, maybe it's a little bit wider than other cars. I'm not too sure. It just seems like it has a bigger trunk, but I just want to show you that it does fit in a 2018 Toyota Camry in the trunk without no issues. And if you're really desperate, you can probably fit this bike even in the back seat. I don't want to do that because I don't want to ruin my nice leather seats, but I just want to show you guys that it fits very easily. I put on the front tire first, and then I managed to fit in the back tire from the right hand side second, you know. So there it is, guys. So you can take this to the beach, to the park, really wherever you go, out of town, out of state, whatever, you know. It's always nice to have an e-bike inside your car rather than buying a trailer hitch and whatnot, and and have it mounted on the outside near your trunk. All right, so now that the battery is fully charged overnight, and I've went ahead and put about 42-43 psi in both tires. The air was kind of low on both tires, so not a big deal. And so of course you always want to have a either an electric rechargeable tire inflator, or maybe one of those manual ones. Either way will get the job done. It's just the electric one is much easier, obviously. So I have my PSI at like 42, 43, give or take. I don't like to go up to the max because I don't want it to be a rough ride. So yeah, we are ready to go. So we're gonna go ahead and do like a pedal assist test and see how comfortable this bike is, and then we'll see what the top speed is. And my GoPro should be showing what speed this is, because the top speed is 15.5 miles per hour, they say. So this is my first ride on the Jetson Atlas Pro. Wow, this is a lot of fun, guys. Let me get past this. We finally have a break in this crazy weather we've been having lately. It's like 50 degrees right now, so all the snow is melting. And because here recently it's been like between 15 and 30 degrees, way too cold to ride an e-bike, at least to test one, the pedal to the metal, as they say. And of course here's a car. Oh, this bike does take off easily. So let's go on the right hand side, and I'm putting the pedal to the metal, guys. This is full throttle. Might as well go ahead and test this now. Yeah, it feels about 14-15 miles per hour. They say the top speed on the Atlas Pro is 15.5 miles per hour. And you know, this is the top speed, guys. I do weigh about 175, 176, give or take. So yeah, it feels pretty good. I like these 3-inch fat tires as well. So I'm gonna go ahead and turn around. And now let's go ahead and do a pedal assist. The pedal assist on this e-bike, be honest, it's not, I wouldn't say it's useless, but it's, I mean, if you want to burn some extra calories, hey, more power to you. Sometimes I do that depending on how I feel, depending on the mood. And exercise never hurts, to be honest. So yeah, pedaling does get the bike going, but I feel like it's going like maybe 7 or 8 miles per hour compared to the throttle, because I'm not using the throttle at all right now. And yeah, it's nice and comfortable. It's doable when you pedal, that's for sure. And I'm trying to see how comfortable this bike is when you go over bumps and whatnot. Let me see, let's go ahead and use the throttle now. Let's go ahead and go around here. Ah, what a beautiful day. 53 degrees, ladies and gentlemen. It's a bit windy today, but it's not very windy though. But I'd say it's about 7 or 8 miles per hour winds. Yeah, so here we are again, guys. Full throttle. And yeah, this is a lot of fun. Wow, it's such an easy bike to ride. I know I have reviewed the Jetson Atlas in the past, I would say about a year and a half ago. So this is the Pro version. So yeah, it's very cool. Yep, going on the sidewalk and over these small bumps is definitely not a problem, because this bike has, the Atlas Pro has the 3-inch fat tires, and that definitely helps better than just having regular 2-inch wide tires. These are 3 inches wide and 14 inches in diameter. Very cool. I appreciate that from Jetson. Even though this bike does not have shocks in it, but I feel like it does absorb the bumps, at least the small bumps, without an issue. Because remember, guys, the more features they add to a bike, the bigger battery, you know, if they add shocks and whatnot, the bike is just going to get heavier. And when I checked on the box, this bike does weigh 50 pounds, so it's not too bad to lift. I'd say an average person can lift about 50 pounds and place it either in their back seat or in an RV or the van or even their trunk, just like how I did. It just took me literally 2 minutes and I was done. Yeah, this is a blast. It's not a big heavy bike either. I like that. And the max range on the Atlas Pro is 15 miles per charge, is what it says on the box. So yep. And this does have a 350 watt motor. It's a rear hub motor. I believe it's a brushless motor if I'm not mistaken, but I do know it's 350 watts, which of course the bigger motor, the heavier the bike is. Again, I'm not really a fan of very heavy bikes, because what if you want to take it with you and, you know, maybe go to the beach or to the park or whatnot, maybe want to travel with your e-bike. That's always a very nice option. I like to do that. I know some people don't, but I like to do that. All right, guys, so we are at the conclusion of the review. So let me know what you guys think in the comment section below regarding this full review and test ride of the new Jetson Atlas Pro with the rear rack in the back. I like that rear rack. It makes the bike look more better aesthetically, but plus it's also a very useful feature. I think it is, in my opinion. So I hope you guys enjoyed my review. I will leave some links for you right down below in the description if you're interested in buying the new Jetson Atlas Pro. If you guys found any benefits in this review and this video at all, please give me a thumbs up. That really helps me out with the YouTube algorithm. And if you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe button, as it doesn't cost you guys anything, but it really helps me out. Other than that, if you guys have any questions or comments, leave me a message right down below and I'll get back to you, you know, at a timely manner. And thank you so much for watching. I'll see you guys in the next review. Take care.